The Kayaker. At the eastern end of Huntington Lake is a hydroelectric station. The water that comes rushing out of it initially comes from Florence Lake, with the water making its way down to Huntington Lake once it's done there. However, before the water can reach Huntington Lake, it has to travel down a creek. It's with this creek that an incident occurred involving a young kayaker. The kayaker is in his early teens, and because of this, he tends to possess youthful confidence. And it's because of this youthful confidence that leads him to decide that he should go kayaking up this particular creek, either because of the force of gravity, the topography of the creek, or the force that is imparted to it. After leaving the power station, the water coming down to the lake is traveling with some energy. If a person is traveling either with the flow of the water or against it, one should be fine. It's when one tries to change directions while in the middle of the creek that one will face some problems. If one would want to turn around, the best thing to do is approach the shore, get out, and then turn around. Well, because of the kayaker's youth and inexperience, he doesn't know this or of the possible danger, so he changes direction while still in the middle of the creek. With the force of the running water now striking the broadside of the kayak, it causes the vessel to become unstable and forces it to capsize. Once it capsizes, everything in the kayak gets dumped into the water, including the kayaker. After getting dumped, it's perfectly natural to think that the kayaker would quickly resurface. But for some weird reason, he doesn't. There is no logical reason for the kayaker to remain submerged after this incident. He wasn't strapped into the kayak, and there isn't anything at the bottom of the creek to snag him. Every indication says that he should resurface, but he never does. A search effort was conducted to try and find the boy. The creek was even dragged in an attempt to see if they could find a body. But nothing was ever found. For all intents and purposes, the kayaker just vanished. The only things that were ever found was the empty kayak and a single shoe. What happened to the kayaker has become something of a mystery, but every so often, someone will see a phantom kayaker trying to make its way up the creek toward the power station. And once in a while, someone will see a phantom individual standing on the shoreline where the kayak capsized before it would head into the woods or simply disappear. Some say that this phantom on the shoreline is the soul of the kayaker, but not everyone is convinced. But regardless of the details, keep an eye out when you are near this particular creek, for you just might see the kayaker continuing his journey.